What on earth is going on out here? Welcome back to another stunt driving racing, and before this isn't gonna be going to make much sense. We're gonna be taking a look at the amazing cars. We're gonna be drive around all itself without getting any races. I am currently a level 2, but perhaps I got 2 cars after the tutorial as well. So welcome back into for the DownForce Stunt Racing as well. Now, before we're going to be driving, this is extremely loud, or it's time to say quiet things like this one. So, we can teleport as well. So, let's just say all teleports starting into the city highlights. So, this is where actually we're staying here or driving all the way around the city. This is where that I just start to spawn, and then the main things is absolutely one thing. The lobby, it is where you might start all the way for when the server has been started. Literally, I won't be able to do so. This is the dealership, anyways. This is the last time that is absolutely for the last port since the first one. And this is the stunt park, which is all the way up here. Next one is the port, which is docks, as this is where some kind of hot imports of their vehicles or exporting vehicles all the way from dealership as well. So another one must be the desert airport. I never seen for this very far because I sense we should do for any kinds of better drag races for something. So when you are far away, I don't really think I'm gonna come into the Icelands. And this is where some kind of buses around here, nearby Canada. This is like these things, and because this place something is currently like, I'm been for it's a little bit for this only one thing, not in Seattle, but we're officially in Toronto like this one. Toronto City like is everything as well, so we're gonna be returned back into the city and start driving itself by using the Dodge Challenger. Let's just drive. What about improvement controls? And start speeding. Now as you can see that we just eventually get one thing. Now let's drive over things as well. There's no handbrakes. Handbrakes is gonna be required for something. And looks like we just absolutely hit for one thing. Starting speeding as well. Give me some nitrox. And I wasn't able to do so before. This is not going to be despite anyways. Now let's just gonna be trying to blast it all the way to 320 kilometers an hour, which means 200 miles per hour. Now I cannot believe this isn't gonna be going for just the one case, and we're not gonna be trying to do this once. I really think the Dodge Challenger is gonna be trying to take around for these things as well. And my first upgrade isn't going to be such as one thing. And what about my daily task? It has been changed. I think we just eventually drive 5 miles and redeemed for our first time. And I couldn't able to complete as many things as possible before I want to despite join something. I'm gonna be all the way back into some kind of nearby the start as well, nearby the lobby. It looks like there must be some kind of trees, so as well we can be chasing him down. But I don't have any upgrades about for this vehicle. Now the first thing that we just eventually start is by going there in the woods, by not going too far as well. As well we can get the nitrox and started all the way to catching up for this all the way down here. So which way is going to be trying to use? All over to the left. And I really think this isn't going to be making such a strategy, because this leads going back into start and set things a little bit straight. But after we just going to be trying to get that nitrox things as well, we eventually got 124,000 as well. Now probably we're gonna be making about for many more like these things before we just eventually reaching about for many more nitrox. I won't be recently came back for many like these days. So, as before we're gonna be getting all over to there. There must be the dock over here. And this is where we can use actually nitrox as well. So I won't be lead into some kind of trouble. But we're taking on to the world tour after many experience has been taken. Now I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be going for off-road for the first time. We got a green nitrox. Looks like we got 1 out of 7 green turbos to collect anything. Now, if I just gonna be unlock the scheme or some kind of available upgrades, so find any of these turbos look like this. I need to find something literally even first, because going on a wilderness is not pretty hard to find. But looks like I'm all out of nitrox, because we got for about $2,000 in cash. Finally, a little bit frequently we try to make things a little bit for brakes as well. Hold space to brake. And probably we get all some kind of a little bit these things as well. We probably are ready to get this one. So by going inside of there, we just actually collected one, but one of them is actually missing overall. Now we just a little bit for going on a hot style. Let's just gonna be trying to make things a little bit going on the way. Now I wasn't able to go right over here, so let's just say forget about there. There must be another piece is gonna be over here. The green turbo is another one. And I just found myself another green turbo. So looks like we got green turbos to collect. So probably the blue turbos was actually gonna be lead into an ice. And probably we're very sure we need to find somewhere else. I'm not allowed of off-roading as well. Oh dear, we just ended up getting stuck over here. By the way, I feel a little bit to stop talking about here, so it won't matter about to dislike this video. So I keep it up of this quiet like this thing, so I won't be able to drive around. But anything itself, I'm just gonna be going on to the top of the world. And this is where some kind of fun things will never end. So this is where I can see there are houses on. I don't really think so. I thought the houses were literally on fire. So we're just gonna be driving. The one car is absolutely being torn away or totaled. So the vehicle is absolutely driving all the way down, and I can spawn many vehicles as possible. This is literally totaled. So I just literally fall down, and I just literally never heard of. So we're just gonna be continue to drive around the world and find some green turbos. Now back in the city, which is I never completely have. So let's just continue for our journey, and I can see a nitrox from under there. So we ran out of luck, and probably we might able to go around into the woods. But despite something is going to be going in our way, and we're slightly out of nitrox itself. Now we're just going to be trying to go in, but perhaps this is not going to be all the way to do so, as we're just going to be going inside of this tunnel. Probably this should lead into the desert sites of anyways. What about those red turbos, which is actually going to be collecting for some schemes or extreme turbo mode as well. So we're going to be going to drive inside. I'm really required that I just going to be using for the Ford F-150. I think we're just eventually right back here, $147,000. Now I don't have any nitrox as well. Wait a second. I can see something a little bit for various evil things. We should gonna be headed on to check it out. probably there are the roads, and I won't be able to lead them back. As we just gonna be all find out, I should be leading to the danger zone without looking for this quickly. So this is where I eventually finding myself out. This is exactly some kind of racetrack is going to be going on out here. So literally in disguise, some kind of Transformers reference. I can see the blue bacon. But other worlds, it must be a racetrack. I can't believe it. This is exactly how it doesn't lead into the airport, but eventually I won't be able to lead somewhere overall. I'm sorry, I already ran out of nitrox, even required to complete a wave for just all the way for as well. I just literally stopped speeding, and another one is lead you into the secrets. So I cannot believe this isn't going to be going over to this well. Now back into their woods, and I find myself, I'm never going to be trying to show you how. So this is where that you lead them back, and you lead them in the snow and cost of this a land of the bitter solitude. As I can see some kind of the stunt park as well. Now let's say I'm going to that city, and because the later on today's video I might see even for a despite for the city skylines, seeing the village, and this is where I can find for the blue turbos, literally in secret. So if I just find it all the way over here, so let me just find somewhere over here. Even before I just running out of nitrox as well, and we got the big air that can cause the nitrox might able to come back. So during of this high big air, I might absolutely using for some kind of stunt controls to control the car as literally as possible. As before, we're just going to be going left and right, as you might be able to get reverse back. So this is where that I'm officially getting around for many of these blue turbos. I can see another blue turbo and one opponent, and it looks like I'm already stuck over here. So let me just drive for a Dodge Charger RT. I cannot even go up straightly because it turns out I just flipped the car manually. Another turbo has been collected, and I should be able to get for a refuse to go other side. Just like a taxi driver itself, we're just going to be going all over the way. So if I just going to be using blue nitrox, we just turn it down. Wait, another blue turbo is absolutely going to be into some kind of a Frost Queen Cookies palace over here. A passage of the Frost Queen Cookies. What is this? This is some kind of leads into her throne as well. Now we're inside of this other kinds of itself. We have another blue turbo for one condition. As we use the nitrox, and I just definitely seeing some kind of blue turbos as well. It's not just like a blue turbo as well. So this is the town of an SCP for as well. The city of SCP is exactly only one condition. Probably. This is the SCP selections around here. Into the city, probably like these things. I think this is absolutely for the SCP city. Literally accidentally hit it around for itself. And that must be the town, and collecting for some kind of flames or turbos as well. Probably, we're not going to be most likely end of this video for well. I'm overwhelmed that is going to be leading to the docks as well. And another thing, 3 places have been connected around everywhere, all over itself. But what about we're going to be trying around for the hidden airport? The desert airport is going to be literally not over here. So as into this SCP city, despite seeing things is a little bit scary, but most of all, I need to head out of the town probably I couldn't able to spawn like this one before. This is not able to do. When I just owned one vehicle, started to get slowed down, which is I drive everything as well. Not even like General Lee or something. So let's just gonna be driving out somewhere out of town, and unluckily, this is not gonna be where that I just supposed to live. This is not where something kind of a good manager of the citizens as well, and back into their village of Dark Cacao. As we're heading somewhere out of town, we shouldn't able to get reviews to get all the way back here. So as we could be might see, for an absolute start all the way back here, there must be an off-road selection. I think there must be some kind of a hidden greenhouse is literally nearly up here secretly. Well, what about those maps as literally far as possible? So it's already hidden, and because it looks like I'm required to get a roll away for this thing. The green turbos are just literally gonna be using for just only one status. So I'm just literally gonna be back at this wall, and because the sky top, I should be gonna be nearby. This is the stunt park, and this is where you can train your vehicles of test of top speeds and all overall for wall rides of itself. This changed around for many like as well. So complete 9 wall rides is possible. We don't have any daily tasks to do so. Now I'm gonna be testing around for this giant things, high-speed cars indeed as well. As we just gonna be going for a biggest loop as all the way. I might able to despite seeing for this Grand Theft Auto. So this is not exactly how the loop it was. And because we're gonna be going all the way up here, I think, is this really possible to get up here? I'm probably, yes. High-speed cars is only probably for use. And it's ahead of the clouds all the way for just a wall ride for the first time. I think we're just gonna be came all the way down here. The skies of itself. And looks like this is the best stunt ever. We're going for a black flip? Right. Alright. This is probably perfect to do so. And I cannot believe this is actually for the wall rides itself. And probably this is a good idea for one condition, because sounds like literally perfect as well. And we're just officially already out of nitrox. Now the wall ride is another one, and because many of these wall rides were currently like these available like this one, and this is where you can absolutely do to stunt times as well. So probably it's gonna be perfect to use some kind of a ridiculously vehicles at all times. And before we despite saying for this, I'm actually gonna be all the way far away for some kind of tropical soda islands. Now we're just gonna be trying to, we're just making for this only one condition. This is some kind of a trap or death run as well. So I never rented to be for just gonna be going all the way. So let's just try to teleport into the desert airport. Let's just officially teleport right there, and it loads differently perfectly away. So how can we find all the way out of here when you're stuck onto this airport? Maybe I just see a red turbo. I found for this some kind of a Yesti Rally skin. So looks like we need to find all the way for some kind of collect around any turbos. Red turbos are literally exist. I was right about for this thing, because I ended up some kind of mysterious things as historical like these ones, as Hot Wheels open world. Looks like this is ridiculously crazy, and absolutely this is all the way fine all the way here. So this is the airport we have to live on for just about here. So it must be the exclusion zone. I can see the red turbo from another one. So to do this, like we wanted to say, $201,000 we got here finally, we got another red turbo. We have 2 out of 7 red turbos collected around here. And probably they must be in the mines as well, collecting turbos by going around the world. That's why I'm gonna be turning on the headlights on. Probably I just started to get stuck over here. This is where you can't go inside of this world. And probably there must be some kind of dangerous monsters inside here. There's nothing. I got for a level 2, but still. Let's just gonna be driven out of here. And I'm probably not sure there will be monsters inside here. It's not inside me as well. So we just probably we're gonna be taking all the way for down here. This is absolutely for a salt lakes. All the way around. There must be nothing in about for the red turbos is going on out here. As you can see, despite this, it's not singing about for any of these red turbos, but they are hidden around for these worlds as well. Can you find them or not? This is probably going to be taken away for this impossible ways to find the red turbos. This is ridiculously, and we're trying to end up this video, but for a very long time, this is absolutely for taking off these world tours, as we're hit by the gas station bars as well. So probably I'm running out of luck, and I'm probably not sure that we're just absolutely all the way into some kind of a desert docks as well. I found another red turbo. I think I just literally saw the UFO. Probably the red skin is gonna be overall. I found all my ways is gonna be finding all the way for down here. Over 200 miles per hour indeed. And I couldn't able to upgrade for this vehicle. And is this the end of the road? But I don't think so. There's still roads over here. And because it looks like there must be some kind of a little bit for this one. So it looks like this is turns into a Hot Wheels complete edition of the open world. The highway world race of the Highway 35. I don't really think this is the end of the road. And we just came too far. So it's very ridiculously kind of a little bit itself, but the end of the road, I might started to get exploited for myself until that jump into the sea. So this is where I just literally saw what to do this for ourselves. That can lead into the airport. And probably we already collected one item or something literally gonna be very more to do this. This is very satisfying with anything that we can do it from. So all the stuff that we can't do, and because something is gonna be required for Game Pass, after you unlock the Game Pass itself, there will be spawning many more of red turbos, green and blue turbos everywhere around the map as well. Probably requires for Game Pass. Turns out I can see the red turbo onto the fourth one. Unfortunately, I lost my speeds all the way. I think I should be able to require to buy a Ford F-150. I cannot believe this isn't going to be going for all the way just as top as well before the achievement comes. I would rather to be getting a Ford Turbo, looks like this one. So 3 more to go, and there must be still green turbos at all. Ooh, we just almost getting smashed out here, and probably we cannot able to do for its any kinds of flips over here. And despite seeing this, we're gonna be end up this video for literally insanely right now, and we're gonna be getting back into this one, and I'm probably this video gotten over 15 minutes. Wait, there must be turbo inside of this way. So I thought it was something is not you're gonna be for very lost as well. I shouldn't able to go in here, but perhaps we're gonna be end of this video easily. So 2 more to go is absolutely the red turbos. What is your favorite? Some kind of the color of the turbo? Is probably not I do so, because I'm probably we should head it out all the way things it's not going to be to do ourselves. If I see some kind of a green turbo, it is going to be hard or easy. Looks like that's how they wrapped up for today's video. It's going to be was. Now back into the city, almost being rammed by the Dodge Challenger. I wouldn't be rather to see this, for even though it's going to be gone too far as well, and probably we're going to be end of this video for somewhere not out of town, because we're staying in, and finally we have not something to do for its task to do, and that is the world tour or some kind of drive around all the city, and even despite collecting for some turbos and stuff. Overall, thanks for watching and for all the support, and this is gonna be Turbo Concept signing off, because don't forget that this game is linked in the description down below, and you probably don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And he tries to steal my car again, so this is where I will keep my car in charge before somebody who just tried to steal my vehicles as well. So probably thanks for watching and for all your support, and I'm gonna be talking to you mini lads all later, and especially Hot Wheels fans and cookie runners all later as well.